Hello, welcome everyone to the newest episode of KCC Visual Radio. I'm your host, Muhammad. So I cannot believe March has been on the door. Have you guys been working on your goals for 2021? I know I have been working on it, watching YouTube videos, and not just any YouTube videos. I have been missing Korea so much. So I have been watching videos related to Korea, especially to the one and only. Our special guest is Rafiq. Please welcome Rafiq.
مرحبا الساعة. أنا رفيق، شو أخباركم؟ تشرفت بحضور الراديو المرئي بالمركز الثقافي الكوري، وأنا مسرور جدا بلقائكم على الأونلاين بسبب كورونا. أهلا وسهلا.
أهلا رفيق.
أهلا وسهلا.
كيف حالك؟
الحمد لله بخير. كيف
تمام؟
حالك؟
كيف أبو ظبي؟
ممتاز جدا.
So Rafiq, congratulations. I heard that your channel has already been over 500k.
نعم.
So your channel is specialized in promoting the Korean culture to your Arab viewers, right?
صح.
So you provide your videos in Arabic.
نعم.
That's really a good feat.
نعم.
And
أنا أحبه.
please give us some subscribers.
لا كلهم لدي. كلهم لدي. لا.
So Rafiq, do you know what's the topic for today?
اليوم أنا سمعت عن الموضوع اليوم صدمة ثقافية.
صدمة ثقافية, the culture shock. So today's episode is gonna talk about the culture shock, and we will discuss as well the languages, the Arabic as well as the Korean, what difficulties we had learning, me as an Arab person learning Korean, and Rafiq as a Korean learning Arabic, as well as we will talk about the differences in cultures that we have. So in order to begin, let's read one story coming from our friend Nof, that telling her experience in Korea. Rafiq, can you start?
نعم. هذه قصة من نوف. أنا أقرأ بالعربي. هي ليست قصة في الحقيقة، بل معلومة وأحب أن أصححها. هي قالت: قبل أن أذهب إلى كوريا قالوا لي أن الناس في كوريا يتجنبون الغرباء، ولقد حدث معنا العكس تماما. يوميا من غير مبالغة يقوم الناس بإيقافنا للتحدث معنا، ولقد كانوا يقولون بالكوري عنا وعن ابن أختي الصغيرة: 너무 예뻐، وإنه لديها رموش طويلة. لذلك أحب أن أقول الناس في كوريا يرحبون بالآخرين، وما يقال عن تجنب الغرباء غير صحيح. وأخيرا أريد أن أقول أنني اشتقت للمدرسات المعهد الكوري، مس شين ومس لي ومس كيم. أتمنى أن تنتهي أزمة كورونا لأراكم مجدد وأتعلم منكم اللغة الكورية.
We too, we are missing you too as well.
No,
KCC.
no.
So she said that she had a misconception about Korea. Before she left, people told her that Koreans are really don't wanna talk to foreigners or strangers,
No.
and they try to avoid them. However, when her and her cousin went to Korea, they experienced something in the opposite, right?
No.
Everyone is trying to stop them, saying, "Oh, 너무 예쁘다, you're very beautiful. You have long eyelashes and like that."
صح.
So she really wanna correct that information about Korea.
صح. بعض الناس الكوريين بالطبع يشعرون بالخجل عندما يتحدث بالإنجليزية أو باللغة الأخرى للأجانب، لكن قلب الكوري يعني دافع، يعني مفتوح للأجانب. لذلك إذا أنتم تأتي إلى كوريا، كل الكوريين يرحبون. يرحبون.
This is my experience as well. Actually, similar with what happened to Nof. So what Rafiq basically said is that Koreans are typically shy, but this is not something related to the strangers. It's something in their own culture, right? So, however, they are very kind and very sweet and very welcoming of foreigners. So Rafiq says, please come visit Korea, and he will introduce you to. So Rafiq, we have a song to listen to.
أي أغنية؟
Nof did not send us any recommendation or request, so I wanted us to listen to a song. You know about Itaewon, right?
إيتاوون.
Yeah.
أنا أذهب إيتاوون كثيرا.
لماذا؟
لآكل الطعام العربي. هناك كثير من المطاعم العربية.
أحب الطعام العربي هناك في إيتاوون.
نعم.
I miss really walking around Itaewon and everything. So this song I heard it once I was in Korea. I heard about it. So let's the viewers listen to it as well. Okay. So our song is UV, Itaewon Freedom. Let's listen to it and come back to you.
이태원 프리덤.
심사숙 여러분, 더 이상의 음악은 없다. 더 이상의 댄스도 없다. 그들이 들어왔다. UV. 요즘 심심할 땐 뭐해? 따분할 땐 뭐해? 어디서 시간 때우나? 강남 너무 사람 많아. 홍대 사람 많아. 신촌은 뭔가 부족해. 다 알려주겠어. 다 말해주겠어. 새로운 세상 그곳을 말해봐. 음악이 있어. 또 사랑도 있어. 세계가 있어. 나에게 말해줘. 배달하는 집배원, 물건 파는 판매원, 기타 치는 김태원, 모두 모여 이태원. 배달하는 집배원, 물건 파는 판매원, 기타 치는 김태원, 모두 모여 이태원. 이태원 프리덤, 저 찬란한 불빛. 이태원 프리덤, 젊음이 가득한 세상. 이태원 프리덤. 알려주겠어. 다 말해주겠어. 새로운 세상 그곳을 말해봐. 음악이 있어. 또 사랑도 있어. 세계가 있어. 나에게 말해줘. 청소년은 대공원, 노인들은 양로원, 아이들은 유치원, 우리들은 이태원. 청소년은 대공원, 노인들은 양로원, 아이들은 유치원, 우리들은 이태원. 이태원 프리덤, 저 찬란한 불빛. 이태원 프리덤, 젊음이 가득한 세상. 이태원 프리덤 with the JYP dance. 춤을 춰요 모두 앞에서. 꿈을 꿔요 여기서 모두. 사랑해요 모두 앞에서 right now. 노래해요 이태원 프리덤. 이태원 프리덤, 저 찬란한 불빛. 이태원 프리덤, 젊음이 가득한 세상. 이태원 프리덤, 이젠 여기서 나와. 이태원 프리덤, 이젠 여기서 나와. 이태원 프리덤, 나나나나나나. 이태원 프리덤, 나나나나나나.
Itaewon Freedom. How do you like it?
أغنية جميلة. أنا
Itaewon
أحبها.
Freedom.
따란 딴
So-
따란.
Rafiq, let's read some comments.
حسنا. كلها
everyone is wanna visit Itaewon soon and listen to that song there, right? We hope you could visit Itaewon very soon. I really miss it. It's gonna be a really wonderful trip there.
وحارة channel قالت إنها مضحك هاهاها وأنا أحب هذا.
Welcome Hara to our broadcast.
No.
So Rafiq, I heard that you studied Arabic during your university.
صح.
So what made you study Arabic? Why this language?
هناك كثير من الأسباب المتعددة، لكن أعتقد أن عندما كنت طفل أنا كنت اهتممت بالثقافة العربية والحكايات العربية، مثل أنت تعرف مثل ألف ليلة وليلة
ألف ليلة وليلة،
مثل علي بابا الدين. نعم صح. وأنا اهتممت، وأيضا بعد تخرج المدرسة الثانوية يجب أن أختار تخصص. صح؟
صحيح.
أنا اهتممت حول اللغة الأجنبية، لكن إنجليزية عادي كثيرة. واليابانية سهل جدا، ليس سهل جدا لكن سهل
بالنسبة للكورية.
نعم سهل. والصينية لا أحب كثيرا، لكن اللغة العربية جميلة وهذه مميزة.
ما الذي جذبك؟ What made it interesting for you?
مثل يعني
الخط
يعني كتابة خط، وهذا جميل جدا. ممكن أرسم
باللغة العربية.
نعم صح.
So he was interested in learning the Arabic language since he was a child. He was reading some stories like 1000 Nights and One, and like stories like Aladdin and Ali Baba. Yeah. So when the time comes for his graduation from high school and entering the university, he decided to study languages, and to him Arabic was the most interesting, and more fun to learn. And one of the reasons is the Arabic font. He liked it very much. صحيح.
ولماذا أنت تريد أن تعلم اللغة الكورية؟
For me, learning Korean was really one of the things I wanted to do because of one drama I watched on the TV.
أي drama?
대장금. Yes. أميرة جوهرة في القصر.
نعم.
جوهرة في القصر. من أشهر one of the most popular maybe Korean dramas in Middle East, in Arabic world. The drama is I think it was the first one to appear on TV, and the whole family was watching. So I became really interested in finding out what kind of like drama is this, like where did it come from. So I searched online and I became really interested in watching new dramas and and watching the culture during the dramas, like the Korean culture, the Korean language, the Korean food. And then after when it came after the graduation from high school, I decided to look for universities in Korea to study. So I had to learn the Korean language to go there.
في مدينة أولسان.
I love it.
سبب دراسة اللغة الكورية 대장금. مسلسل
ديجانجو من أحب المسلسلات. One of my favorite.
نعم أنا أعرف هذا المسلسل جيد وهذا مشهور في العالم.
حسنا. رفيق, so do you have any things that you want to tell us about
حول هذا؟
حول تعلمك اللغة العربية.
نعم هذا اللغة العربية أيضا لا يوجد المسلسلات كثيرة، يعني مسلسلات العربية كثيرة، ليس كثيرة، لكن أنا أحاول أن أشاهد كلها عامية. أنت تعرف عامية ولا أفهم، لكن هذا جيد جدا.
حسنا. So we're gonna move out and read the second story from one of our viewers, which is the before we go that, so Rafiq, what kind of difficulties you had learning Korean, learning Arabic?
أنت تعرف اللغة العربية أصعب اللغة في العالم.
صحيح.
أصعب اللغة
حتى بالنسبة للعرب.
نعم. لذلك هناك كثير من الأشياء صعبة عندما أتعلم اللغة العربية. أولاً ممكن أن أقول هناك فرق فرق كبير بين الفصحى والعامية.
صحيح.
ليس عامية واحدة، عامية كثير، عامية الإمارات،
الإماراتية السعودية.
كثير من هذا الفرق، هذا صعوبة كبيرة لي. لذلك عندما درست في الجامعة فقط فصحى، أنا أدرس فصحى مثل الجريدة، قراءة الجريدة والأخبار. لكن عندما أسافر إلى الدول العربية مثل الإمارات
صحيح.
لا أستطيع أن أستخدم
اللغة العربية الفصحى.
لا نعم، هذا من المستحيل.
صحيح.
ولا أفهم ماذا يقول باللهجة الإماراتية، لذلك أنا أريد أن أتعلم اللهجة الإماراتية. نعم.
أول شيء first thing learning the Emirati dialect.
صح.
So the difficult thing to Rafiq was the difference between the standard Arabic and the dialects spoken in different Arab countries like UAE, Saudi and Egypt. So to him, when he wanted to go to visit those countries, he will find some difficulties understanding the dialect. So one of his main objective now is learning the dialect of the Emirati dialect.
نعم. ومحمد، أنت ما هو الأصعب شيء عندما تعلم اللغة الكورية؟
So for me, when I started learning the Korean language, the hardest thing was the chondemmal, the bammal, that the different forms we speak to different people, and like according to age, according to status, we have to speak with them with certain words. Like sumida, yo, it's different also.
No.
Yeah, this is one of the difficulties trying to speak in Korean. And also the second thing is the number system. So you know there is Hana Dul Set and there is Illi Sam. So and each one has its own uses. Like when you're telling time, you say like Hanshi, not Ilshi. Like those kind of things.
يعني رقم.
رقم. Those kind of things made it very difficult for. So Rafiq, how did you overcome? How did you learn the Arabic language? What kind of strategy you had?
Strategy.
Yeah.
في الجامعة أنا أدرس فصحى فقط. ذلك الوقت أنا قراءة كثيرة، الجريدة جريدة كثيرة.
صحيح.
نعم، هذا ليس سهل لكن ليس صعب مثل العامية واللهجات. لكن بعد التخرج لا يوجد فرصة للقراءة. ممكن يوجد فرصة لكن لا أريد أقرأ الجريدة عربية. بكتب. نعم، هذا أنا كسول. نعم. لذلك حاليا أنا وجدت طريقة جيدة لتعلم اللغة العربية. يعني دردشة. دردشة مع الأصدقاء العرب. هذا طريقة جيدة. لذلك أنا أستمتع بدردشة بالكاكاو أو مثل شيء مثل واتساب. نعم، هذا جيد. أنا كل يوم دردشة مع الأصدقاء.
So what he said is when he wanted to study Arabic, he used to read newspapers where the official language is used, and he can learn the real standard Arabic from the newspaper, as well as trying to now speaking with his Arabic friend on chat, like using the messaging services like Kakao Talk and like those kind of things. And so for me, I was really similar. It was really similar when learning the Korean language, but I couldn't read the Korean newspaper. It was really hard. Like, you know, there is also Chinese character and they use really official words. So it was really hard for me. So instead of that, I came to practice a lot. So after like learning the basics from the Korean one, I started practicing with friends like in Korea. So going outside, hanging out, trying to learn like slang words, those kind of
slang
things.
words.
Yeah.
ممكن في البيت مشاهدة المسلسلات
أيضاً, watching TV. Of course, this is really like because you wanna catch the accent and those kind of things. So learning through the K-dramas is really nice. So dear viewers, do you have any technique when you studied like the languages, other like maybe Arabic or Korean or any other language? So please leave it in the comment. We will try to read it. And so we will move on to the second story. And this story is sent from one of our staff. And she said during her time she wanted to really learn the Arabic language, but she had some difficulties in like pronouncing the alphabet, like some alphabet like Sheen and Sad, Dad and Ta. Those kind of alphabet made her confused. So she tried really hard, but she couldn't like learn the language and finally gave up.
اللغة العربية حروف كثيرة لكن دال ض طا ظا يسمع كل الكوريين نفس هذا صعب جدا. لذلك عندما كنت في الصف الأول في الجامعة نفس المشكلة
نفس المشكلة.
هذا صعب للنطق مثل عين غين ذا. حتى الآن أنا صعب، أنا أشعر بالصعوبة، لكن مثل ذا صعب. لكن ممكن أنتم تفهم ماذا أقول صح؟
Yes, I understand. So what he said, he already faced similar situation with when he learned the alphabet, like pronouncing these words, because you know it's not used in the Korean language, right?
نعم.
So that's why it will be a little bit difficult to pronounce those letters. For me, it was different. Like you know the o u, you know the vowels.
No.
I can't really confused between them. When someone says a word to me and I'm trying to write, I say, is it the stick up, stick down, stick like this.
فقط في اللغة العربية يعني a i u
فقط. نعم. So Rafiq, I want to listen to a song.
أغنية.
This time is a song about me missing Korea. So when I left Korea after graduation, I used to listen to this song a lot. It's about hope and dreams and finding a new way in life.
ما هو مغني؟
It's Park Hyoshin. You know him, right? He has a beautiful voice.
مشهور. مشهور.
And this song is Goodbye. So let's listen to it and come back to you.
멀어져가는 오후를 바라보다 스쳐 지나가 버린 그때 생각이 나. 기억 모퉁이에 적혀있던 네가 지금 여기에 있다. 멈춰버린 화면 속에서 내게 여름처럼 웃고 있는 너. 어쩌면 이번이 마지막 goodbye. 오래 머물러 주어서 고마워. 이 말이 뭐라고 그렇게 어려웠을까. 이제 우린 다른 꿈을 찾고 있던 거야. 아주 어린 날 놀던 숨바꼭질처럼 해가 저물도록 혼자 남은 내가 지금 여기에 있다. 이미 멈춰버린 화면 속에서 내게 여름처럼 웃고 있는 너. 어쩌면 이번
Welcome back, everyone. How was the song, Rafiq?
حزين جدا.
حزين جدا.
نعم.
On the way to airport, I listened to this one.
كان فقط شهادة هي قالت حزينة.
حزينة. فقط
كله ممتع؟ لا أعرف. كله يشعر بالممتع. لا أعرف.
What else? What other comment did you find it funny here? Welcome, Shada, by the way.
كيفية اللغة الكورية؟
كيفية تعلم
حمدي
اللغة.
قال إن أصل شيء يعني قراءة الطفل، قراءة كتب طفل يعني.
Children's book.
صح.
Reading children's book. Yeah, that's one of the good techniques.
نعم.
Yeah. We have another comment from Bellinger. He says, 나 한국말 배울 때 왜 나 영국 사람이요? Everyone from UAE 사람, 오만 사람, 시리아 사람인데 나 왜 잉글랜드 사람이 아니고 영국 사람인가요? So he's asking why England has a Korean, right? A Korean name, but the other countries they are called by the same name.
صح.
Right? So
نعم.
왜 영국 사람이라고 하는데?
هذا
Do you know the reason?
لا أعرف سبب. فقط كله يقول مثل.
I feel your pain. Bellinger. Please try hard and learn in Korean. So, Rafiq, do you know any satari? You know any
لهجة.
Emirati words or?
أنا فقط بعض الكلمات لا أعرف كثيرة لكن أعرف فقط بعض الكلمة والعبارات مثل مرحبا الساعة أو شكبارك
فقط هذا؟
ليس كثيرة أعرف. نعم.
So I will teach you
نعم
more words if you want.
نعم أنا أريد.
So what's your favorite food?
طعام مفضل مجبوس.
Oh, I love مجبوس.
مجبوس لذيذ جدا.
When I invite you to مجبوس,
نعم.
you know what to say? You say, I will say to you, once the مجبوس is ready, أهبش. So أهبش means eat well or eat whatever you want. Like
مثل بالعافية
تفضل.
أهبش.
أوه جيد. أو أضرب بالخمس. أضرب بالخمس. خمسة. You know, we use the fingers. We use the hands to eat.
صح.
So we say أضرب بالخمس. Use your all fingers to eat, like eat well.
ليس أضرب بالرابع.
لا
أضرب بالخمسة.
أضرب بالخمس.
ممتاز جدا. صح.
So
نعم هذا عندما أذهب إلى المنزل إماراتي أضرب بالخمسة. وأنت أيضا عندما كنت في كوريا أنت عشت في أولسان ليس في سيول.
ليس في سيول.
أعتقد أن هناك أيضا لهجة أخرى صح؟
صحيح.
مختلفة من لهجة سيول.
Gyeongsang Satori. So when I learned the Korean language, I learned like what you call the standard Seoul accent dialect, right?
No.
So when I left to Ulsan, it was really hard understanding what the people say there.
No.
Yeah, you know, like it's totally different. For example, you know, in Seoul, what do you say? 밥 먹었어요?
밥 먹었어요.
But in Gyeongsang, 밥 먹나?
밥 먹나?
مختلف. Or like if you call your friend like 뭐 하세요?
뭐해?
So but in Ulsan they say like 뭐하노? So it was really hard at the beginning to understand what they wanted to say.
صح.
So
نعم أنا أيضا أنا من سيول عاصمة. لذلك عندما أقابل أشخاص من مدينة أخرى أحيانا لا أفهم.
لا تفهم ماذا
يعني نعم كلمة أو بعض العبارات حتى مخرج
المخرج هنا
هو أيضا من مدينة بوسان.
He's your friend, right?
صح. هو أيضا يتكلم باللهجة بوسان. أنا أفهم معظم كلمات لكن قليلا أحيانا. هذا جيد.
So guys, if you have any interesting dialect words in like Emirati or in Gyeongsang Satori or any Satori, please leave it down and we will try to read it. And we will move to the third story for today. It's sent us by Jauhara.
Jauhara.
Welcome, Jauhara. She's a really good friend of the KCC.
Hara.
So she says that a lot of Korean people are so kind and treat you like people. I remember one time I lost my credit card when I went to pick it up from the bus center. So she came to find the credit card The old man or ajushi scolded me like his daughter and told me to be more careful. He scolded me, but I liked it because it showed how he sincerely cared about me. It was, yeah. Old people are really kind in Korea. So I think I had some similar situation with that with Jawhara. When I was living in an apartment, so the landlord was living next to me, and whenever I see him outside, he would say, "Hi, how was your studies? Like, did you eat? Like, I will cook you something delicious."
طعم الكوري.
طعم الكوري. So I tried like many traditional like food, like kimchi jjigae and tinjan jjigae. It was really delicious.
مثل الأم في كوريا.
Yeah, مثل نعم صحيح. I really miss him. So inshallah, if I go to Korea, I will pay him a visit. Yeah. So Jawhara requested the song by Yunho. It's a new song called Ini Mini. So dear viewers, let's listen to it and come back to you.
نعم.
아직도 재고 있니 저기 때 아님 나인 건지 그림이 좀 더 완벽해진 다른 사람 누구인지 까맣게 속이 다 나인 걸 왜 몰라 확실히 말해봐 시선 같은 나의 마음 예속해서 파악했는데 데자부라고 하긴 너무 많이 봐버린 걸 그래도 넘어가 언제나처럼 난 못 이겨 넌 내가 시선 같은 나의 마음 예속해서 그지 또 이니 마이니 뭐 재지 말고 난 no doubt 어서 내게로 점점 내게 어리고 상대할 시간이 아까워 늦어가 벌써 완벽히 마치 운명인 거야 너와 나 줄다리기 하는 너 날 시험에 들게 해 또 이니 미니 마이니 뭐 또 이니 미니 마이니 뭐 조각 버스 완벽히 마치 운명인 거야 이니 미니 마이니 뭐
Welcome back, Rafiq. Let's see some comments
نعم.
from our viewers. You have something interesting? Oh, by the way, Hara, well, thank you so much.
نعم. يعني 제주 사투리 هذا مختلفة جدا. 제주 사투리.
Jeju was like I had one friend who was studying in
Jeju.
my university. He's from Jeju.
نعم. 제주.
Yeah, even like when he was trying like speaking, it was I felt like it's really different. when he's
صح
speaking.
هذا جزيرة. جزيرة لذلك مختلفة تماما. أنا أيضا لا أفهم. نعم.
Oh, really?
لا أفهم.
Wow.
هذا صعب جدا.
So, also we have another comment from Najla.
نعم.
So since
نازل
our next
أهلا.
topic will be about the culture shock
نعم نعم.
and talk about culture shock, she says like her culture shock was eating rice in breakfast when having breakfast. So I was really surprised as well.
حقا.
Yeah.
ليس فقط في الفطور. فطور بعد الظهر في عشاء غدا
Like,
أرز.
in our culture we usually eat like bread or like
صح.
cheese, some kind of
cheese,
like but in Korea kimchi jjigae with like rice, so it was really
كثير
interesting.
من
Yeah.
dishes.
Actually when I tried it I was really hesitant, but afterward it was really not bad.
نعم
Having rice and
نعم أنا أحب فطور عربي.
العربي. تحب جربت ماذا جربت؟ هل جربت
لا أعرف اسم التفاصيل لكن مثل خبز ومثل قليل من الشكشوكة
شكشوكة
فول وكثير من يعني مثل هكذا.
I'm hungry.
أنت جوعان.
So also Shada says different age. So if she goes to Korea she's 1 year older.
نعم صح.
Yeah,
مختلفة. نعم.
that's right. So Rafiq, what kind of culture shock you had when you visited like the Arab countries?
كثير من الصدمات الثقافية، لكن الأكبر صدمة العربي لا يتكلم بالفم.
لا يتكلم
يتكلم باليد. يعني كل مرة عندما يتكلم العربي يستخدم اليد إشارة مثل هكذا وهكذا وكثير لا أعرف لكن كثير جدا مثل
like this also, like this.
كثير. هذا ممتع جدا. في كوريا لا يوجد إشارة يدية، فقط يتكلم بدون إشارة.
بدون إشارة.
نعم. إذا استخدم يد ربما هو عاجل أو غضبان فقط في كوريا، لكن في الدول العربية كل مرة يستخدم. هذا ممتع جدا ولطيف جدا. هذا صدمة ثقافية.
صحيح. So what he said is that people in Arab countries use a lot of hand gestures and hand expression when they talk. Not like Koreans, they never use any kind of gestures unless they are angry or upset about something. That's one of the culture shock he had.
صح.
So Rafiq, do you know what this means?
في كوريا نقود أو أوكي.
Okay or money, right?
صح.
But in Arabic it's totally different. So when you go to ask someone about money, you don't do this. Yeah. So because you know what this means? Like I will teach you a lesson. So we will fight. So if you see this, you must run. You know? So for me, I think the most fascinating thing I found about the Korean culture is how fast the wedding is. You know, I was invited by one of my Korean teachers to her wedding. So it was in Seoul, so I had to book a hotel, thinking that okay, I will go to a wedding and it will like last 4 or 5 hours. I'll be tired, I'll go to sleep. So I arrived there really early, like around 12 p.m. into the wedding hall, and I was seated. Like 15 minutes later, the bride is running like on the aisle. Yeah, the you know the groom is like trying to like hold the hand of the bride, and you know the MC is like saying, "Oh, this is the lady, this is the man. Goodbye."
سريع جدا.
Maybe 40 minutes.
40 minutes. أقل من ساعة.
So I was like, I was really surprised about this. I thought like it'd be like a party after party like we do in you know in Arabic
culture. الدول العربية طويلة.
Yeah, صحيح. Maybe we can go up to 7 days in some Emirates, you know, like Emirates of Fujairah. They can go 1 week.
أسبوع
كامل. نعم. من الاحتفالات. It's a big celebration. Yeah.
فقط ساعة في كوريا.
So this is the other thing. You know, everything is quick. Like بالي. You know, بالي من هو.
بالي بسرعة. في الدول العربية بيبطو لمدة طويلة. مختلفة جدا.
So
هناك صدمة ثقافية أخرى.
لديك? You have another one?
عندما كنت في الدول العربية عندما خبرة إلى زيارة إلى الصحراء مع الأصدقاء بسيارة هم دخلوا إلى عميق سيارة عميق صحراء عميقة
داخل الصحراء.
نعم داخل الصحراء. هناك خيمة لكن أنا شعرت بأن يعني مخيف. أين هنا؟ لا أعرف أي جهة، أين الشرق، أين الجنوب، أين. هذا مخيف جدا. لكن كل الأصدقاء يعرف الجهة وأين خيمتنا أين خيمة أخرى كلهم يعرف هنا جهة هذه خيمة لمحمد هذه خيمة أحمد كلهم يعرف لكن أنا لا أعرف أين جنوب أين شمال لا أعرف هذه أعتقد أن هذه القدرة فقط للعرب
صحيح
نعم هذا
So what the other culture shock that he felt is when he was visiting one of the Arab countries, he went to the desert with his friend and he went really deep inside the desert. So once he went there, he felt very lost. Like, I don't know where's the north, where's the south. But my friend was like laughing and saying, "This is my friend's tent. This is my," like. So he already knows the exact location of different tent. So this is what was really like the ability to find the location in desert was really fascinating to Rafiq. So Rafiq, unfortunately.
لماذا؟
I have a bad news for you.
خلاص.
So our time is almost over. I have been really honored to have you today here. And we had really a good time talking about memories and about culture exchange and about those kind of things. So you have any words for the viewers you want to share?
نعم أولا أنا شكرا لكم على المشاهدة وتشرفت بحضور هذه الراديو المرئي وأتمنى لقائكم في المستقبل ليس على الأونلاين في الحقيقة نعم وأيضا أتمنى منكم الاهتمامات كثيرة لقناتي أيضا رفيق تي في باليوتيوب
رفيق تي في
أتمنى الاهتمام على المركز الثقافي الكوري هنا شكرا
Thank you everyone for tuning in for today's episode. Hope that you enjoyed this light conversation with me and Rafiq, and please look forward to the next one in March. The topic will be announced soon, and please also support our other activities that you can find on Instagram and Facebook, and subscribe to Rafiq as well. So we hope to see you soon next time.
نعم بالطبع.
إلى اللقاء رفيق.
نراك
قريبا. غدا سنتعشى معا.
نعم.
باي باي.
مع السلامة.
어둠이 짙게 깔리고 바람이 부는 날이면 그대가 궁금해 머나먼 길을 떠나네 이름도 낯선 그곳을 헤매고 있진 않을까 혹시나 다친 건 아닐까 괜찮을까 안절부절 내 맘 아프게 몰래 울지마 지쳐버린 날엔 그냥 나에게 달려와 두 손을 내밀어요 내 품에 안겨봐요 내 맘이 널 기다리고 있어 내게 귀 기울이고 있어 그 어디로 떠나도 내 가슴이 멈춰도 너와 함께 할래 Cause I'm your girl 아침을 너와 눈 뜨고 노을에 기대 잠들다 너를 위한 노래를 부를래 안아줄래 두근두근 내 맘 설레게 숨기